global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Quite a dramatic day, I must say, that took place in PEPT, Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Yes, most, if not all, the cases have been closed for Peter Obi, Labour Party, INEC, Bola Tinubu, Shetima, APC. And very quickly, we give you highlights and the next step you'll be seeing in subsequent days to come. Very quickly, for a quick details, quick highlight of what went by. It started on Monday where Peter Obi, where INEC is supposed to begin. Unfortunately, they were unable to present any witness. It was the shortest proceedings ever, where it took place about 36 minutes. They had to adjourn the case till the next day with the excuse that their witness couldn't make it due to domestic reason. One of them, the two of them, they couldn't give reasons. And of course, on Tuesday, it began and they opened and closed their case where INEC brought in one person who happened to be the deputy director who have worked in INEC for 24 years. Payne Kwato, the Labour Party lawyer, was able to, should I say, put him on a hot seat so that he would technically admit how he couldn't read the blood result, how EC8 a form, which they call the hard copy, is important, but yet the one uploaded on IRF was blood, and so on and so forth. And due to want of time, I guess, I really cannot tell the reason why INEC was able to close their case. They just tendered just one witness and they closed their case. Now, today was supposed to be so much fireworks, being that it was Bola Tinubu's time to defend his case. Many Nigerians were expecting a lot of fireworks, being that there were a lot of things he needed to defend. He needed to defend his $460,000 forfeiture that took place in the United States many years ago. He also needed to defend the issue of his age, the issue of his education, Chicago University education, visa and all that. Also, he also needed to defend the issue of his deputy's double nomination, of which many Nigerians were expecting a lot of legal fireworks. Alas, what we saw was just one witness. I'm going to give you a quick highlight of how unique that particular one witness was. But before we do that, let's quickly run through what may likely take place in subsequent days to come. Now, APC have closed the case. They closed the case without even presenting any witness. Bola Tinubu presented only one witness. For Labour Party has closed the case. INEC has closed the case. So, literally speaking, we are in the next level. And quickly, we'll give you the breakdown of what that next level is. If you could recollect very quickly, you remember things like objection, my lord. We would address this in our final written address. And that final written address is what we are looking at. And this is how it goes. Literally, for the final written address, INEC, Bola Tinubu, Shetima, and APC have about 10 days starting from today to submit their final written address. Then we're looking at Labour Party. We'll have about a subsequent 7 days period to also file a response to that address. Then we're also looking at after which INEC, Bola Tinubu, Shetima, and APC have about 5 days again to respond to the response of Labour Party. Then Wolu Olanikpekun, the senior advocate of Nigeria, who is also representing one of the parties, informed the court that all parties, which is INEC, Bola Tinubu, Shetima, and APC, and all that they all will file separately, and will be all of them will be each and every one of them will be 10 pages each, which means INEC is going to be 10 pages. Bola Tinubu, Shetima will be 10 pages. APC will be APC with 10 pages, and so on and so forth. So we're looking at the final written address will likely be about 40 pages coming from them. So we are looking at a lot of fireworks. Of course, they've adjourned the case, and the date of the case will be communicated later. Keep it there with us. We'll give you updates on that. Now, let's quickly run through who that witness is that said is an attorney in the United States of America and also doubles a lawmaker and a lawyer in Nigeria. Something unique happened, but let's quickly find out who this person is. That person, who happens to be Okpayemi, is a senator, is a lawmaker, happened to be a majority leader. He's an APC senator. He's actually a majority leader that just yesterday, he was made a majority leader just a few hours ago, and he came to court He's also an attorney in the United States. But there's something unique that happened in court where he brought out an ID card, where even the judges asked, please, is that a complimentary card? They said, no, my lord. They brought out the second one. They said, isn't that the same thing? Is that same thing not the same thing as the complimentary card as the first one? You now have to say that actually that they usually renew the card every year. Now, Nigerians have been reacting seriously over this matter. Some of them said they are attorney in the United States, but you don't have license and any certificate, but you brought Shomolu made ID card. Me, I don't know if it is Shomolu made, but they said it's Shomolu made ID card, that it doesn't even have license and certificate to back it up. I wouldn't know about that. But something unique Nigerians are saying on social media concerning this matter. They said we need to start swearing with Ogun and Shongo in court too. Ogun na iron, give the witness iron to bite. Swear by Ogun, because thunder no dey waste time. We will be renovating court every week because of thunder destruction. No other person is smart enough to come and do witness for APC. Or many Nigerians have been replying to that, but there's something that happened in court that caught everybody's attention was the fact that after much drilling coming from a Labour Party lawyer, where they were able to establish the fact that the certificate, the attorney he's talking about, it's just that he's in a group, one organization like that just gave them permission to, in case they want to give counsel advice, not that it's really practicing. Peter Obi's lawyer were able to establish that fact, and they didn't stop there. They were also able to establish the fact that he doesn't even know how the IRF, in fact, he has not even opened the IRF to see what is even in the IRF. So how would you know what is what? So the way it was going, and they went for a recess and came back. So the likes of Labour Party lawyers were expecting the next witness to come so that they can work on that witness sharp, so they can turn a witness to their own advantage. Only for them to hear, my lord, having conferred with police, APC, and all of us have decided to close the case. Even the judges were like, APC, even you too, you want to close the case? They said yes. APC here did not bring any witness. INEC brought one. Bola Tinubu brought one. APC did not bring. So they were even expecting that APC is going to tender their own issue by tomorrow. So Dr. Levi quickly turned to his learned silk, Olanipekun and the rest, and said, you don't want us to continue, you don't want to bring more witnesses so we can demolish and put dent in your case. He said, no, they did not put any dent in our case. So in all honesty, it's as if Labour Party lawyers were actually waiting for the witnesses that these people will bring. It's as if that's the bottom part of the rice, the food. You know that bottom part, that's where all the ingredient is, so they can scrape it well. So they wanted them to bring more witnesses. They knew better. So they are like, look, okay, we have been able to, whatever it is, we'll wrap it up in a written address. So you could see that there's a lot involved. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Those are just our opinions. Yours may differ. Let's meet in that comment section. We keep you updated as soon as the written addresses begin.